And if you're sat there waiting for the right time to come, it ain't ever gonna come. At the end of each vlog now, I will answer one of the questions that is proposed to me either on the Facebook group or in the comments down below. So today's question comes from Wayne. Cheers Wayne for the question. And that is, we talk a lot about periodisation and how to train or how to plan your training. So his question was, can you explain periodisation and how it works? He's heard about it, but he doesn't have a 100% idea on what it is. So essentially there's different types of periodisation. You've got linear periodisation, you've got block periodisation. The one we're going to focus on today really is block periodisation. In its basic form then, periodisation is how you plan your training. So in a given season you're going to have your set A races in which you attempt or plan to race. So let's take, you've got a race, and we always work back really. So you've got a race and it's 20 weeks away. We're going to call that the macro cycle. Essentially that 20-week block is a macro cycle, and it's how you're going to plan your training for those 20 weeks. Now to split that down even further, we're going to talk about mesocycles. Now these can be 4-week training blocks on which you split your training down into a few different phases. Now we're going to talk about the first 4 weeks and building blocks. So essentially a good training plan wants to start with a base. Now base training is purely aerobic training. It wants to be no speed work at all, and you basically want to be adapting your body to the training and the workouts that are going to come. What you need to understand then, or what you need to take into consideration from that, is what level to start at. Now a lot of runners will increase the mileage too fast. They'll start off way too high and then end up struggling and get injured on a training program. So you want to be building the base and starting the base as low as possible really. So let's say we start the base miles at 20 miles a week. So for the first meso block, or the mesocycle, the first 4 weeks, we're going to slightly increase for the first 3 weeks. We're going to go 20 miles the first week, we'll do 25 the second week, 30 the third week, and then we'll step it back down. So I'll show this in a diagram there. Why do we step it back down then? When you're training, you can't expect to be on a continuous progression and able to maintain that. Your body just can't do it. So the number one reason that we periodise, or the number one reason that I periodise training, is recovery. Now, recovery is absolutely everything. Your body needs to recover in order for you to perform as best as possible when you come to doing workouts or you come to doing long runs. And that is why the periodisation or block training needs to be put in place. So with the mileage growth, you've started at 20, you've gone up to 30, but you've dropped back down to 20 to 25. On the next mesocycle, because you've completed the base, essentially 4 weeks base is quite short, so you want to be completing the base before the workout starts anyway, or before the training plan starts anyway. going to step that back up. So the next mesocycle will start at 30 on week 5. Week 6 will go to 35, week 7 will go to 40, and then week 8 is going to be another step back week. So essentially, you're coming up, you're dropping down, you're coming up, and you're dropping down. Until eventually, you're going to hit peak mileage. Now, in a marathon training block, you want to be hitting peak mileage around about week 8. And then you're going to hold that block. You're going to hold that block then for 2-3 weeks, and then you're going to begin the taper. So depending on how long your cycle is, will depend on how many training blocks you complete. By training with periodisation, you're essentially giving yourself the best possible start to be in peak position, peak performance come race day. Also, you're giving yourself the best chance to recover. And when the mileage starts ramping up, recovery is key. The big thing with periodisation and mesocycles and macrocycles and designing a training plan for your race, be it 10k, marathon, half marathon or ultra, is to fit in essential workouts like strength training and routines where you do some plyometrics or TheraBand works. So hopefully, Wayne, that's answered your question on what periodisation is. So the benefits are that you get to peak at the right time for the race, okay? It encourages a slow, progressive growth in your training. It increases recovery with your plan, okay, and with your body, and also it gives you a plan. So there's 4 benefits there from periodisation of blocking your training, okay, that is going to benefit you come race day. If then you have any questions about injury, about training, about mindset, then type them in below, and for every vlog I do, I will answer one of the questions. So as always, click subscribe, like the video, and drop a comment down below.